4 years ago, I was gifted a bird from my club treasurer, Bill Klotz, out here in Pennsylvania. And the most views of any video on my channel, I believe right around 14,000 views on this old man, so the father to this young hen here. So I figured I'd do a video because, lo and behold, I've had that bird going on 5, almost 6 years now. And the first 2 years, I really didn't pull much off of him. I mean, his youngsters would come home, they would race well, but they were not my top clockers by any means. Fiddle him around, moved him around different hens. And last year I really had, well, 2 years ago, I had a good one off of him with a different hen. And last year I put him on what I considered one of my better hens for sure. She's very young, so it's hard to say. But all that being said, half-sister of this bird ended up being second place in the long end on the auction race, winning $740. Fourth place overall on the concourse. This is at 326 miles. She was third place club, 426 miles as well. She was 10th place, 326 miles as a yearling. So she really came through as one of my hot birds. So I did let her have a youngster too, who is also displaying the grouse leg. Not the heavy, I mean, this is like the father. Heavy grouse. I mean, feather footing all the way through. Grouse legging is what the mother to this bird I would consider is, where it's just some grousing and then it kind of stops right around the foot. That's grouse legging. This I would consider all full-on feather foot. But anyway, he's a Jansen 990. Half of him is, at least. And the other half, so the mother to this bird is a daughter to multiple top 5 placing from 300 to 600 miles. So the mother to this bird was really out of some fantastic racers, gifted to me by my good friends Ryan and Christina Marin in Connecticut, knowing that I like the feather-footed trait. And believe it or not, the mother to this bird is a blue check, but she's out of a black and a grizzle. So I was hoping I was going to be able to snag a grizzle or a black grouse leg out of there, but that's okay. I'm more than happy with this. These birds have raced spectacular for me, and I continue to keep their lines in the loft, even though the old man is now 15 years old. Here is what I presume is a daughter. I do think that this is a hen. And she is rock steady. I never understood, by the way, this. You want to see if a bird has a straight tail, you don't have to pull its legs out. I mean, for goodness sake, some of you guys are just whomping your birds up for no reason. I mean, pulling their wings, pulling their legs. Guys, take mine. I hold this bird comfortable for the bird. She sticks her legs straight out, but comfortable. I'm not pulling and splicing them all the way out like that. There's no reason to do that. If you want to see if there's a good balance or straight back to her, you really don't need to be jacking their legs out a mile wide. The tail's not changing. The tail hasn't changed, no matter how wide or how much I piss this bird off trying to show you what you want me to see. You know, so anyway, good balance on a bird is what I look for more than anything. I want to see a straight back, especially when I'm, talking about stocking a pigeon. Breeding a bird solely for stock. She's getting a little tired of me holding her now. Healthy development of a youngster in general. Obviously you just want a nice toad of a young one. But yeah, I just felt like it was necessary to do an update video on the one that has gotten me the most views on my channel. Now, I'm not very active on my channel. I should be much more active. For those of you wondering, the father of this bird's band was cut off before I got him. Said it was too tight. I have heard many people who race birds that get real heavy feather feet like this, saying they have to cut it off. So I put an old band on him, knowing that he's for stock. But second of all, I banded him to C. And as you can tell, this band is not too tight. This band can spin like everybody else, no problem. So, until the day I find that it is too tight, this bird will be 190. Beautiful, what I predict to be a hen. Blue check, white flight. Full on feather-footed. Jansen based. I have no idea what the mother's bloodline is. You know what, sometimes guys, I don't care. It's out of winning bloodlines, and that's what I go for, so